Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm still working on photos from Chicago and still at the pumpkin patch here, as you can see. This is a single 4x8 layout that I'm going to do, and I'm only doing 4x8 because this is 4 inches across and I want to use it, and the one I have on the back side goes the opposite direction. Had it been horizontal, I could have just done it as an insert back to back and that would have been fun, but that's not going to work here. So this is all I have. I freaking love this photo. It turned out super well, but I'm not sure what to do as a background. I do have some 3x8 and 4x8 pocket cards already printed that are Halloween or fall themed, and I could use a 3x8 if I mounted it on white to make it 4x8, or at least some color. I could mat it, but I'm not sure any of these are that great. Certainly like that, it's too busy. That one isn't horrible. The color's okay. It actually matches this really well, but I would have to put cardstock behind that because it's not the right size. And then these, definitely not. This would cover up pretty much everything that it says. This color totally doesn't go. Of these, I can't use this. I should have looked at these ahead of time. Is that too wild? I mean, if I did like this light yellow or gold strips or something to offset it from the background, it wouldn't be too bad, but I don't think that would be my first choice, but it's okay. That's definitely not it, and that's definitely not it. So I don't have a lot of choices in my pre-printed 3x8s and 4x8s. However, I do have, let me grab it here. I have some papers that are 6x8, and I just noticed some of these are 6x6. Did they come that way, or did I cut into them for something? They may have come that way. I don't remember. You know what? These I think I got from my friend Robin. They may have come as 6x6. But these are the rest of my 6x8. So I do have a bunch. So I'm going to go through there and just see, is there anything that looks better with this? I'm willing to cut it down to a 4x8 if it looks good. All right, so when I looked through those papers that I had, there are 3 here that I would consider. So I have this one, which is just a web in the background. It wouldn't be bad to just put it on there, and then I could embellish with some other things. And I have this one. That is a very serious plaid. If I used it, I would, again, have to do some kind of strips or something to offset, like an off-white, very light yellow something, because that is a bold pattern. Then I have this one, which all of these have something on the other side, and none of those patterns would work. This, I like it, I will say, but again, I need that color to differentiate, and I think in looking at all of these, it's either this one or, there's that 3x8, here we go, or this one that I like. I just thought of something. Hold on. Could I take this and use that as the strips? That wouldn't be bad. It's pretty close. Now this has a dot pattern on it. You can kind of see it. Would that be too distracting? I kind of like it. And these are all digital files. I could easily reprint this. So if I cut into it and don't use it all, I'll save the rest as a scrap. Like, it's fine. Maybe it's going to be a combination of these two. So I've decided I am going to use this as a background. I've already cut it down to 4x8 and then use this for the strips. So what I did was I also cut this in half. So now I have a 3x4 card that I can use as a background for something, and this one I can cut all to pieces if I want. And obviously I want 4 across. That's very easy. So I think I'm just going to do like a 1/8, 1/4 something. Yeah, we'll see. Just depends on how thick I want it to be, but I'm going to cut those pieces to be the borders over here. I've cut the strips and I'm very happy with how that looks, but now I can't decide if I want this smack in the middle, like more to the top, more to the bottom. I think it depends on what I'm going to use to embellish. So I have both of these out here that have my ephemera pieces, so I'm going to look through there and see if there's anything here that I can layer, and that will help me determine my placement for the actual photo. So far, I think I found a couple things I want to use. I like the fact that this does have some green in it, just peeking out a little bit. It helps liven up this color. Otherwise, it's very much of one tone or palette. I need to mix it up a little bit. So I like this up here. And then I have this green heart in there that matches. So I can layer this, but then I feel like I need a third thing somehow to layer this together. I'm not even sure how to exactly do it, but I need a third thing. I'm going to keep going through here, and I can also open up this, the second pouch of stuff if I want, but I definitely need something else there. I found this in there, and it is kind of red, but it's a lighter red. Like, it's not, I don't think, like, it's not that far off from these oranges. So I think maybe I'll use that. You can kind of see those colors peeking out in a couple places. And then I feel like maybe I need to do some splattering. I do have green. I also have gold. I could do white. I'm not exactly sure how much white would show up on here, but I do have it. I'll mess with that later, but the first thing I'm going to do is all of this. I just thought of something. I wonder if brown would be the way to go, because these boxes where these pumpkins are stored in the shelving, they're brown. And I do have kind of like a metallic-y brown copper color. I wonder if that would be too close to this or if it would look good. I have layered everything on here the way I want. I did put in a mini staple up there and as well here, just to add a little visual interest. But I do think I need to do some ink splattering. So I have my white and I have this color, which is, what is it, light rosewood, but it comes out very sort of coppery brown. I feel like this white really sticks out, and I don't know if I should do white to match that or use this to kind of maybe tone it down. I'm not sure. These are the tough decisions I have to make. I figured the smart thing to do was to do a test piece. So I took a scrap. This was what I cut off of that piece and did both. This is with the light rosewood. This is with the white. I definitely think white is the way to go. When I see it on there, I feel like this is way too dark. This is going to lighten it up. It's also going to play into this. I think that's the way to go. I've done the splattering, and as you can see, the white will show up pretty well. I think I did get a couple really small dots on there, but I think it's okay. And then I've got a nice mix of sizes down here. I think it'll show up well enough. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then this one might be finished. The more I look at this one, I do think that this is complete. I don't need to add anything else. So here's another one finished for Chicago. Thanks for watching.